Did you climb a tree? Mau Mau. When did you learn how to do this?
Come on.
I'm here.
When Daddy's coming. You wanna hold Mommy's hand?
That's the 5-acre patch that burned a couple months ago. It burned up the mountain, made us feel a little bit better. That's our house down there, so definitely a little too close. For those wondering why Taylor's barefoot, I'm wondering the same. I keep shoes by the door at all times for all sorts of different activities. Halloween decorations are getting put in the garage, which officially means
You're freaking the Grinch of Halloween.
Christmas is the superior holiday.
I need a Christmas tree literally right now. I'm not kidding. And I know I said that we'd probably have a house tour by December, but our house is nowhere near that.
Still empty.
So, see you next year. We should go room by room.
I was just gonna do a house plant tour just to show off the plants.
What you guys want? You want a plant tour? You want a not finished house tour? You want a room by room tour? What you want? Let me know. So my caterpillars have all turned into chrysalis, and it is time to move them into their new environment. Are we ready? If you're ready, comment. Now we can watch them turn into butterflies.
Caveman things.
Question.
Balanced breakfast.
So for Thanksgiving, do you think we should stop celebrating it all together? The idea of Thanksgiving.
It's all right. The story behind it, it was a hidden genocide, and Christmas is definitely what I look forward to the most. And even that, it's like that's its own, whole corporate entity now. Like that's all about getting people to spend money.
Freaking rules our life.
But it shouldn't rule our traditions and our holidays and stuff.
But it does.
Money's always going to drive everything. We just have to make it so that money drives a sustainable world, because at this point there's no changing that, you know what I mean? Growth for the sake of growth. It's the ideology of a cancer cell. And it's when you literally just grow. Your business model is just quarter over quarter, try to turn out profit and have no regard for anything else. It's all about making money. We cannot continue to allow that to happen in 2020 and going forward. Make these businesses conscious about every single move they make.
I mean, they have so much money. Why?
Literally billions and billions of billions. It's incomprehensible how much money they have. It's just one of those things, like, as an everyday citizen, we shouldn't be dealing with. Our future generations shouldn't have to deal with these problems.
Hi.
Who are you waving to?
At the end of the day, even though it sucks that it's our responsibility to take action for these huge companies that can do it so simply, what we need to do is consciously consume. We have to support local businesses, support small businesses.
Keep it in the community.
Reduce, reuse, recycle as much as we can. Try not to buy plastic objects.
No, single-use plastics have got to go. It's 2020. If you don't have a reusable water bottle or mask by now.
The big businesses see how we consume and they change so fast. Like with the dairy industry, we all started choosing non-dairy items, and how quickly
it just exploded, that whole industry. Yeah, they'll listen where there is demand, and that's the thing. We just have to demand conscious consuming, and we can do that by spending our dollars in places where those companies are operating consciously.
I mean, it sucks asshole that it's basically on our shoulders to change what people have fucked up for us. It's not like we chose to be born into
it's just, all we can do is try to mitigate those circumstances and hope that, you know, by the time Malachi has kids, that it's like less of a burden on their generation and the weight is just not as much. Because like for us, we definitely, like, it's do or die right now. It's existential. I feel like if we don't come together, start consciously doing things like, you know,
our sun is across the universe.
Growing up, when I thought of 2020, I certainly didn't think, you know, we'd have this many threats or problems or would be facing so many, you know, crises. It just goes to show these problems will always be there, and they've always been there. We just, you know, see them more now, and hopefully can give them more attention now. That kind of awareness and, you know, hope and change and optimism that the world and certainly the internet needs, whether it's for our coral reefs or our melting ice caps, whatever it is, that stuff doesn't get the same energy or traction as, you know, some outrageous, wild thing for me, and that will forever be, you know, the downfall of the internet. Until we can flip that on its head, I think we're going to be dealing with a lot of problems.
Oh, boom! Pick it up. Oh, boom! Pick it up. Oh, boom!
Malachi makes us wear our masks at all times, even when there's no one around.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Can you hold it? You're so strong. Can you hold it? Boom! Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Pick it up, boom, boom. Pick it up, boom, boom, pick it. He loves stepping on leaves. He said, "Get up out of my way, stick." Everyone, the storm moved in last night. It's right above us right now. Coming from North Carolina, we get drastic weather changes within the day, you know. Definitely something I miss about living on the East Coast, but as someone who like has moved out of the city recently and into kind of more space, I've realized that like pretty much everything outside of the city in Southern California catches on fire or is at risk of being a fire hazard. Yeah, we've probably had 2 straight months here where like the air quality's just been so bad that you can't even go outside. So we've definitely been affected by the forest fires. So this rain definitely hit different this time. I mean, I was up doing my rain dance last night. Like, I feel like we're getting cleansed and protected every time it rains. So I'm very thankful for the rain and everything it does. Even the winds, the Santa Ana winds are something that, you know, you don't think about. In California, they call it wind season. It's basically a whole season where we're dealing with just severe winds. And some of those days where it gets really windy, those are like the most dangerous days for fires because they can just spread super fast. So yeah, wind is not as fun, but I know it's necessary. It carries seeds and things and disperses them out across big areas, and you gotta have wind. And yeah, I'm learning to appreciate even like the fire, like everything that kind of occurs in the natural world, even natural disasters. I'm learning to reckon with and reason with and even appreciate a little bit more, because at the end of the day, they are necessary. We live on a planet, so
It just comes with the territory. But yeah, very excited that we got some rain finally, and hopefully we get some more this winter and a lot this spring. The garden we planted a couple months ago on here is absolutely thriving. I put some horse poop all over it, and that sounds super weird, but they loved it. They really enjoy it, and yeah, the rain's helping them a lot. What's crazy is we're starting to see more and more wildlife in the backyard, and maybe that's just with the change of seasons. Y'all have seen bobcats and deer and all sorts of stuff on here. But for the first time that we've seen, at least, we had a family frequent the property. They all started going through the garden and eating leaves off of our plants and stuff. And it felt like a sign or something almost, like the surrounding area was trying to leave me a message saying good job. Definitely inspired me to get some more work done outside. There's just still so much to do here, indoors, outdoors, every room. We definitely bought a project house, and it's something that I enjoy. I mean, I'm one that's easily overwhelmed, and I hate when things are out of place and there's like, you know, multiple things to do. And that's something that I've had to work on since moving here, because there's just 30 things to do. As soon as you wake up every day, there's, you know, so many different things to do. So you gotta prioritize and pick and choose. And I think I haven't done a good job of that. I've been all over the place just because it kind of is overwhelming and there is so much to do. I'm just kind of going, oh, this has to be done, you know, let's go do this today and this. And I'm at the point now where I'm looking at it a little differently, and I'm trying to approach it, you know, with the mindset of work smarter, not harder. And I think I have to focus on one or the other first, like inside and outside. If I'm ever gonna do a house tour and show you guys like this progress and all the stuff that we've done, like I think I have to divide it up a little bit. So the next couple weeks are gonna be spent on upgrading the house, fixing the office, Malakai's room, the guest bedroom, downstairs, kitchen, whatever finishing touches we can put in, we're gonna try to put in, and just bring the inside of the house up to speed to where we want it to be. And then once we get a bow and ribbon on all that and we feel like we're in a good place inside, we'll move back outside and go back to building trails and putting in steps and hanging up lights, clearing off concrete pads and all sorts of different jobs. I feel like I got enough jobs here to, you know, make a dent in the freaking economy even. So there will be no shortage of working content on this channel, DIY stuff, all that. I'm still learning as I go, so if you want someone's, you know, real, raw, unfiltered first try, you know, whether it was the stairs I built or the deck, whatever it was, like that's what I'm giving y'all. I really have no clue what I'm doing, and I'm just figuring it out as I go. It's so beneficial, obviously, because you get your creation at the end, but you care about it a little bit more and you learn something from it along the way, and hopefully I can bring that energy to you guys as well throughout the process.
So this is Malakai's first time that he can actually go and play in the rain, and his rain suit fits him finally. It is the perfect day to be alive. But we have to go get him.
I don't actually think he's ever experienced rain. Like, he's only seen it from like a car window maybe.
You brush.
This is gonna be like his first official rain day.
So we have to go get him some rain boots because we live in California and we do not own a pair of those. Tip for brushing baby's teeth: you brush with them, you go brush, 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 and you make it a fun game, and it makes it
a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go play in the rain?
He's looking at it like, what is that?
He literally has no clue what he's seeing. The ground is super soft today. It's really nice to walk on. It has some give to it and stuff. Not that loud of a crunch, nice soft crunch.